Hello guys, Rogue Girl Army Girl here. Gonna go over the basics of what you need to get started in your reloading endeavors. Also wishing you a happy and blessed St. Patrick's Day. First of all, get started. It helps to have a loading manual. Now, I admit I get a lot of my loading data off the actual powder companies like Hodgkin's website. But it's really helpful to have a manual ready. Tells you like the overall length and the correct powder charges. Just for example, the 22 Remington Fireball, that's what it's called, yeah. It's got the overall cartridge length and all that kind of stuff up at the top of the page. And on down it has the loading data. And that's why that's important. Especially with smokeless powder. Because you can get blown up very easily with smokeless powder if you don't. Which leads me to the next thing. Your powder. You gotta have powder. This is Barguette smokeless powder. I use it in my 30-30, my 7mm Mauser, and my 45-70. You're gonna need bullets, like these Barnes 175 grain. I can get it open. 175 grain hollow points. That's what I'm loading in my 7mm Mauser right now. You gotta have your press. This is a this is a nutcracker press. It works like a nutcracker. Put your case in. You got a shell holder here. Put the case in. Well, and then you just lever it home into your die, which is the next thing. Well, you need brass or casings and whatever caliber you're gonna be using. But that leads me to the next thing here. You're gonna need your dies. Now RCBS will work in lineman. I'm getting all tongue twisted here. RCBS will work in Lee presses. And Lee will work in RCBS. Which leads me to the next thing. You're gonna need case prepping tools like this. This is a lineman. And what it does is you can trim out all the little, you don't have to press down hard, just give it a little twist and it trims out all the nasties after you, the uneven spots and stuff after you trim your case to length. And it has other little, like this one goes down inside the case mouth. Give it a little twist and it cleans that out. You also have pocket primer cleaners, both in large and small. And I'm gonna have to pick that up because I'm clumsy today. And yes, you're definitely gonna need that. And which brings me to a very important tool. A dial caliber. You can get them in electronic as well. But you're gonna need one of these to measure, especially if you're reloading in smokeless powder, because it will stretch the cases eventually a lot faster than black powder will due to the pressures. But you're going to need one of these to measure your overall length of the case. Make sure it matches up with what your reloading manuals tell you it should be. And that's important. You don't want to be too long. Too long. Just trust me, I'll go into that in detail later. But, you don't want to have your case too long or too short. So this is very, very important. You can get them, like I said, in electronic, but I prefer the manual style. I have 2 of those. Vulpes sent me one, and I already had one. And these things come in handy to put all your extra tools. See, I got all my 45 Colt and 4570 dies in here. You're gonna need a case trimmer eventually. Now this actually mounts to your desk and comes with these little guides. You pick out the appropriate one for the caliber you're using. Like this is for the 7mm. It's got a little slot here that you put the guide in. And then there's a little Allen wrench thing here. You tighten it up so your guide doesn't come out. And from there, where did my shell go I was using for demonstrations? I don't know. I'll use this one. Whew, I need to clean it. You lock in your shell here. Gotta get in there. Then you turn it, lock it in. Then you just put that in and drive it home and just twist it till you get to where you need it to be. This can also be hooked to an electric power drill or a hand drill to make things quicker. Yeah, eventually you're going to need one. Lee makes them, RCBS, several companies make them, but as far as I can tell, Lyman's Universal is the best one. And you're gonna need, you don't necessarily have to have this, but I like these little funnels. You can get the kind that actually screws into the top of your dies to pour powder in, but I like the individual ones. Like this one just pops right on my 7mm cases, like that. And you just measure your powder charge and dump it right on in. You will also, Lee makes the little scoop thingies. They're rather cheap and they're pretty good for starting loads. They're all pretty much on most powders starting load. If you fill them up and cart them off, I'll do a separate video on those to help you with your powder charges. In which I got a bowl somewhere around here. I had everything organized, believe it or not. And now I got it all unorganized. Yeah, I pour my powder down in this bowl, and I take the scoop out. Then I put it into the, onto the powder scale to weigh it, make sure I got it right. And, I think that's pretty much everything. It helps to keep a diary for reloading. I know some of you big macho guys are thinking diary. Yeah, right. But seriously, keep up with your loads especially your special loads, like when you do something in between or slightly over. Like, there's my 7mm Mauser loads. Got it all wrote down. That really helps. And I honestly think I've got everything covered. So I want to wish you guys another happy St. Patrick's Day and a good night. Please subscribe. Press the little bell so you know when new videos are uploaded. Love you guys. Good night.